For my major project exhibition scan, I focused on virtual clothing. I picked this topic as from my research, I explored the fashion and retail sector and how digital technology is changing the way we shop. For my last exhibition, I focused mostly on the customer experience. Moving forward to this exhibition, I wanted to expand the idea of virtual clothing and create a virtual catwalk. Using the software Clo3D, I sewn clothes together and rendered them into an animation, showing a virtual catwalk of how the garments move and interact on a human body. Cut-out mannequin links to the viewer, giving a personal touch to the overall design as the avatars move around the mannequin. On the plinth next to the projector, there is a booklet. With the cover of the booklet being lenticular printing, I created an animated cover. This brings the book a bit more to life and links to virtual fashion and NFTs, making it a unique item. The viewer has the option to listen to the audio with earphones attached to the side of the plinth next to the sale stickers that link to the theme of the project, consumerism. There are two laser-cut neon acrylic plastic logos with barcodes and also the logo. This gives a futuristic feel, but also links to the colour scheme used throughout the project. On the right-hand side, we have a digital dress-up poster that shows different styled garments in a traditional dress-up doll fashion. It links to the idea of new over old and kind of evolution of fashion that is taking place. The A0 poster on the left is an enlarged mock-up of a clothing safety label. This was created for virtual clothing, making it quite satire and allowing the viewer to understand the meaning behind the project. Using different phrases and icons that link to digital fashion allow the viewer to think of virtual garments and if this will become a norm for an everyday shopper. I've created 3 posters with rendered images of the avatars wearing the clothing. They also include the same visual language throughout my project, such as the barcode, the logo, and also a QR code which the viewer can then scan that links to an Instagram page where there's close-up renders and photos of the avatars and clothing. Using eye imagery within my printed work for this project is quite significant. It has a deeper metaphor and links the viewer. As every day we are using technology and looking at screens, the image of the eye is almost a reflection back, and that paired with the barcode links to consumerism. The booklet informs the viewer about digital clothing. Using an article by Vogue, it details to the viewer about new designers that are out there and how the fashion world is interchanging. Using a bright colour palette and black and white images and a cutout effect allows the idea of the new over old throughout the booklet's design. For the animation, I really wanted to make it experimental and futuristic, so using a lot of glitch effects and experimental footage that link to the fashion industry along with the actual virtual fashion show creates a bit more visual interest as the avatars move around the mannequin. The viewer has the option to listen to the audio, which includes different glitch sound effects to add to a sensory experience. The different clothing used focused mostly on dresses, as I felt that the fabric flowed quite nicely with the motion of the avatars. Using a pre-bought garment, I sewed the different virtual clothing and then rendered that within the avatar to create a motion virtual catwalk. Throughout the exhibition, the viewer has the option to see different renders and close-ups of the virtual garments through the Instagram. Throughout the exhibition, I really wanted to highlight how these luxury brands are using NFTs and different virtual software to create renders of garments and clothing, and how this might be trialled down into the high street shops. From big brands like Gucci using NFTs and virtual fashion to now we're seeing Zara, more of a high street shop, participating with this virtual reality idea as well. So from Scan, I really wanted to question the idea of if virtual reality is something that will be becoming part of our everyday lives as we shop and try on clothes.